Hello everyone, and we're back here at the house and the sheep farm. Today is episode 3. I did say that we'd be looking at logic gates, but I thought rather they're a bit more complex, so I'm not going to worry this week about it all. But what I was going to do is I was going to upgrade my farm. Now you're probably thinking, how could I upgrade my farm? It's just a sheep farm. Well, what I can do is I can use RedPower to make this farm an automated sheep shearing farm. For this, we're going to need some some pneumatic tubes and some redstone tubes. We'll also need some of the jacketed wires as well, and a couple of the RedPower machines. So we'll go into here, and first of all we need to make some brass ingots. And brass ingots are made from mixing copper and tin in an alloyed furnace. So I'll just have to smelt these down. Do the tin first. While that's doing that, we'll take a look at the machines that we require. For this, we will need a deployer, which is made using redstone, cobblestone, a piston, and a chest. This is a very simple machine, probably one of the most basic you could come across. The other one that we'll need is a transposer. Oops. Transposer. There we go. And that's made using wood and a piston, cobblestone and redstone. Another very, very simple machine. Now the deployer does exactly what it says. It deploys items. So in this case, what the deployer will do is we'll set it up so that way it deploys shears to shear the sheep. It's such a very good system. The way these things work is that they can just use regular items. Just like the dispensers were able to equip items in the 1.5 update, the deployer, however, can just use any item whatsoever. It even uses the industrial craft lasers, for example. So it pretty much just acts like a player. While we're waiting for these copper ingots, we'll start on constructing these. So I'll need some wood and I'll need some cobblestone. I'll get this from upstairs. 64 stack will do the trick. Ah, yes, this. Since last episode, I've actually done a little bit of upgrading to everything. So I've made this, which is a gravity gun. It's not a part of RedPower, but it's very useful, as in that it can just pick up blocks, like this. And you can cart them anywhere, throw them. It's extremely useful, and probably the safest way to mine obsidian, considering if I just take this torch, put it on the ground, if I grab this plank of wood, sit it on the torch like that, it'll just drop the block. And then you can do exactly the same thing to mine any item whatsoever. Mind you though, it does have the limitations on what it can pick up, so it won't pick up these stairs, for example. Here we are. And in order to make bronze ingots, which will require to make pneumatic tubes, here, a pneumatic tube, it's made in this fashion, a piece of glass and 2 brass ingots, which means I'll need to grab some sand at some stage. Oh, I've got some. Oh, plenty of glass. Got more items than what I thought I did. We put the tin in there, and we'll have enough to make several brass ingots, and that'll make 4 brass ingots. So we'll actually get quite a few of these brass ingots, because for every 3 copper and 1 tin, we'll get 4 brass, which is really useful. Oh, I miscalculated. Oh well. So we got 24 brass ingots. Copper back in there. Sort it. What else? Oh, I also upgraded all my armor to bronze. See? Now I look different. My iron armor was breaking, and it has the same amount of durability as what the diamond armor does. Not durability. What is it? Armor units, as what diamond does, is just not as durable. So acts very much similar to what the gemstone tools do for diamond tools. Alright, we have this. Oops. There we go. Stick this in the crafting bench. Like so. And we'll get 8 pneumatic tubes. We'll just see how many I can get out of this lot. I can get a 64 stack. Yep, that's good. We'll leave those in there. Now for this setup, we'll have to have it in a certain order. And we'll make the deployer first. Actually, just scrap that. We'll make a couple of pistons first. Probably going to need some more redstone at some stage, so I think off camera I'll try and mine up a few more. Oops. There we are. And we'll just turn a bunch of these into planks. There we are. And across the top. So for the setup I'm trying to go for, I'll need 4 transposers and 1 deployer. And I'll probably make 2 of them, which means I'll need 6 pistons. Oops. Oopsie doops. I'm not 6 pistons, 10 pistons. There. 3. There we go. And then we'll need to make the deployers. We'll need some chests for that. Oh dear. Don't quite have enough. Need quite a few chests. Hope I've got some more wood here. Alright, there's a few. I may have to get some more wood at some stage. I'll go and chop some down. And what I'll do is I will make the transposer first using the piston. Oh no, the deployer. So I'll need 2 of them. And redstone there. Wood will go there instead. Oh, hang on. I've forgotten. Oh, I don't need any chests. Excuse me. Alright, so we'll need 8 of these. Oops. Screwed that up, didn't I? Not enough cobblestone. Surprising or not, it is actually possible to run out of cobblestone now. Oh, it's not cobblestone I ran out of. I don't have enough wood. Alright, we'll skip that this time. But I don't have enough transposers. Rubber wood will do the trick. Ah, yes. So we'll make just enough transposers for this task. Or for one of these machines that I'm going to set up. There we are. While I have a few things I have to set up, so while I do that, I will just pause the camera and I'll do that and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've got all the items to which I need. I have the transposers, I have a cobblestone jacketed wire, a chest, a timer. I'll show you how to make a timer later on, and my deployer. This is a very simple machine. We will just take out this bit here, this bit, this bit, this bit, and this bit here. Place the deployer in the middle, and the 4 transposers around the outside, like that. The deployer will deploy the shears in here, and then the transposers will suck up all of the wool. And in order to do that, we'll need some redstone tubing. Just go and make some of that. Redstone tubing is very simple. You just mix it with pneumatic tube with redstone, and voila, you get redstone tube. Alright. Down here, we'll make all of the wool come into my building materials chest. We will have to put the timer somewhere. Put it right here. Put the timer there. Just spin it around like that. And then there. Now I'm going to need some red alloy wire, I think. I'll have to grab some out of this chest. Place a piece of red alloy wire there. I'll put jacketed wire on there. So that's now connected to there. We'll grab the tubing, plug it there and there. And as you can see, it just goes through there like that. Okay, so all that I'm doing here now is I'm just laying down the tubing. And that will be then connected to the main machine, the shearing machine. This here will then be used to transport the wool back to the chest. Just a little bit of redstone tubing and that'll be all fine. What we will have to do is I'll make this all go to the nearest inventory. Pretty well much. One thing about redstone tubing systems is they are intelligent. If you see that if they know that an inventory to which they're trying to send to is full, they won't send it. And if that chest that we're sending the wool to is all full up, this won't work anymore. So it still remains automated, but just only to a certain degree. And, oh, there it goes. You can see the first item rolling through there. And we'll wait for a sheep to walk over it, and it will be sheared, and the wool will end up here in the chest. Which is a very useful thing indeed. Just increase the speed on that timer, so that way it's active most of the time. So we just right click on the timer, if I can. There we go. And we'll put it at every 4,000. Every 0.4 of a second. That'll do the trick. Cover it up, and there we go. It's done. And I'll just grab my gravity gun, and I'll show you how it works with the sheep. Let's try the black sheep. So we'll pick him up, put him over the top of the deployer. So hopefully he walks away. Nope, he didn't. Okay. I see we're going to have to push one. So we'll pick him up. And then there he is, he's been shorn. Shorn the sheep. And that'll be travelling along here in the tubing and arrived here at the chest. And there we go. Yes, 2 blocks of wool just entered. Well, that's it for this episode. Very basic machines. Might get into some of the more complex sorting machines next time. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to share. And please like my Facebook page. Goodbye.